Oh gosh, I'm about to serve you the most scandalous, jaw-dropping drama that's setting the internet on fire. Like, you literally won't believe what's going down with the Kardashians and Diddy, and baby, this tea is scalding.
Kris Jenner. Let's get back to Kris. I think one of the very few mothers who basically sold their daughter. But what a great business mind Kris Jenner is. And Caitlyn is Kris. Oh, what the hell is his name?
Caitlyn, previously Bruce.
See, I can't read. I'm looking at saying Kris.
Now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. And I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse.
I think that Kim Kardashian caught that moment of femininity and sexuality. She is the it girl of what we're talking about. She is the it girl. She is the moment. She was talking about sex and people that's what their show, that's how it became popular. It's who they were dating, who they were sleeping with. She's crying about her sex tape. She's crying about this. Like, she brought forth the sex culture. So she is the icon from the moment that we're talking about. But I think we are actually moving away from it.
The handwriting of Kim Kardashian, the three, I'm holding it up right now, the three sex tapes that her and her mother and him decided to choose between. Her mother was so involved. Did you hear him? She was so involved in the details. She wanted to pick which sex tape to release. And then she went to her friends and she sat down with the honchos and she sold her daughter's body for fame.
This girl. So if you have not heard, Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
He sent out a warning shot, posting video of celebrities at Diddy's 50th birthday party. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, Kevin Hart, every A-lister was there.
I manipulate us to do the shit. I take full responsibilities for the act. I was lit. We made a money. I get it. But we together, like, y'all really think that y'all was gonna, I don't know. You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talks shit about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that shit down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Kris, you know you ran the play. I'm going crazy tonight as far as like my energy, because I'm so like disgusted at sitting back and waiting for what? Like, waiting for what? I can't see the comments. I don't give a about what nobody say. All I care about is my daughter and my son growing up. Like, damn, Pops is 100. Like, Pops would never put anything out without anybody's consent.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested by federal agents at a hotel here in New York City.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
At 5:30 a.m. on this party, I think half the people there were butt naked.
Y'all, I am literally shaking right now because this fresh footage of Diddy, Kim Kardashian, and Miss Kendall Jenner living it up at this absolutely lit party has everyone's group chats exploding. And let me tell you something, the internet detectives are working overtime, coming up with all kinds of wild theories about what's really going on between them. The way they're vibing together in this clip, chilly, it's giving mysterious energy, and I cannot even deal. And here's the gag. With all this legal mess Diddy's drowning in right now, seeing Kim and Kendall posted up with him has everyone giving major side-eye. Like, what in the PR nightmare were they thinking? The timing is absolutely criminal, darling. Now let me take you on a journey through memory lane, because baby, this connection runs deeper than your favorite concealer. Back in 2006, yes, 2006, when Kim was still hustling as Paris Hilton's stylist, can you believe that era? She was already working the room at Diddy's iconic white parties. Talk about knowing how to network, honey. Fast forward to 2008, and let me tell you something juicy. Kim and Diddy were getting real cozy at his den during this fancy casino opening in Connecticut. Like, these two just kept getting closer and closer over the years, supporting each other's moves, whether they were serving looks at bougie parties or living it up on social media. The chemistry? Electric. And child? Let's not forget about Khloe. She showed up looking absolutely fierce at one of Diddy's white parties in 2009, right there in Beverly Hills. It was supposedly for charity, raising awareness for malaria no more. But we all know it was about being seen and making connections. That's how the game is played, sweetie. The connections just keep coming, honey. In 2010, Diddy was turning up with Kim, Kourtney, and music legend Andre Harrell for his 50th birthday bash in NYC. The Darby restaurant was giving main character energy that night. And you know what? The very next year, there they were again at Clive Davis's pre-Grammy Gala with Serena Williams and Cassie in the mix. Talk about a power crowd. Now here's where it gets spicier than your mama's secret recipe. Remember when Diddy straight up flirted with Kris Jenner on her show? The man had the nerve, the audacity, the gall to say, "I've had a crush on you for a long time," making Kris giggle like a schoolgirl. And she was eating it up, asking, "Is he flirting with me?" Girl, we all saw what was happening. But wait, it gets even juicier. By December 2012, Kim and Kanye were courtside with Diddy at a Miami basketball game, serving looks and making headlines. And of course, Kris, Corey, and Kourtney just had to show up for his exclusive birthday bash thrown by Ciroc Vodka in 2015. I mean, it was the place to be, and you know the Kardashians never miss a moment to shine. But here's the gag that has me clutching my pearls. A source close to the family just spilled some piping hot tea to In Touch Weekly, saying the Kardashians are literally in panic mode right now. All those years of bragging about partying with Diddy? Well, now people are connecting dots faster than a makeup artist with a beauty blender. The family's trying to claim they had no idea about any shady business, but child, the streets are talking. And honey, let me tell you about Diddy's Instagram mess that had everyone screaming. Back in 2017, this man really got the Jenner sisters mixed up. Posted a pic with Kendall but tagged Kylie. The shade of it all. Of course, he tried to play it off like, "I'm human, I make mistakes," but the fans weren't buying what he was selling. One person straight up called him out saying, "Bruh, you doing this on purpose?" And honestly, the evidence is in the pudding, but we need to talk about that iconic Met Gala bathroom selfie moment. When Kylie snapped that pic with Kendall, Kim, Diddy, Frank Ocean, ASAP Rocky, and even Oscar winner Brie Larson, that wasn't just a selfie, that was a whole cultural reset. It was giving Vanity Fair cover vibes, but make it bathroom chic. Poor Brie Larson was like, "All I did was go to the bathroom and now I'm famous." Girl, welcome to the Kardashian effect.
5:30 a.m. Oh, this party? I think half the people there were naked.
Now let's spill the tea about Khloe's connection to Diddy because baby, that was something else. On her show, Cocktails with Khloe, she straight up said, "When you think of a party or a good time, you think of Puff." Meanwhile, Kourtney couldn't stop gushing about his legendary birthday bashes. The way these sisters were always in the mix, honey, it was giving dynasty.
5:30 a.m. Oh, this party? I think half the people there were butt.
But hold on to your wigs and secure your edges because this new party footage of Kris, Kylie, and Kim has everyone shook. It's giving us behind-the-scenes realness that fans have been dying to see, and baby, the internet cannot handle it. The way they're moving in these clips, it's like they forgot cameras existed. Let me take you deeper into this rabbit hole of connections. Remember when Kim was just starting to make waves in Hollywood? She was right there at Diddy's white party in 2006, serving looks as Paris Hilton's stylist. That was her moment to shine, honey, and shine she did. The networking was immaculate. By 2008, Kim and Diddy were thick as thieves at his den party. The chemistry, electric, the vibes, immaculate. And in 2009, Khloe joined the party scene, showing up at another white party for charity. We love a philanthropic queen who knows how to work a room. 2010 saw them all celebrating Andre Harrell's 50th, and by 2012, the connections were stronger than your grandmother's coffee. Diddy even had the nerve to flirt with Kris on her talk show. The way he said he had a crush on her, Chile, you could cut the tension with a knife. And let me tell you about when Khloe spilled all the tea about those wild Diddy parties in 2014. She said she caught a 5:30 a.m. flight just to make it to this party where half the guests were barely dressed. The scandal of it all, the drama, the fashion choices.
Oh, this party? I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved.
Now listen to this piping hot drama. There's this clip from KWTK where Kim's reading Kris for filth about going to these parties. When Kim asked, "When are you going to act your own age?" Kris clapped back with, "I know a thing or two about rap music. Who's the boss? Me!" Exclamation mark. The nerve, the audacity, the power. Mother was not playing that day, but here's where it gets serious enough to make your false lashes fall off, honey. With all these allegations coming out about Diddy, including that FBI raid finding 1,000 bottles of baby oil at his homes, chili, those freak-off parties are taking on a whole new meaning and not the good kind. The Kardashians are trying to distance themselves faster than a wig in a hurricane. Kim even unfollowed Diddy on Instagram right before his homes got raided in March. That's the social media equivalent of new phone who dis, and let me tell you something. In the Kardashian world, an unfollow is louder than a press release. The whole situation is messier than a toddler with finger paint. These A-listers who used to be all up in Diddy's parties are now acting like they never even heard his name. And with over 50 victims coming forward, baby, this is giving Lifetime Movie of the Year. And don't even get me started on Caitlyn Jenner spilling the tea about how Khloe used to tour with Diddy when she was a teenager. The age gap? 14 years. Now that's raising more red flags than a parade in China. What's really got people talking is how these wild parties transformed once the early morning hours hit. According to sources, that's when things got real interesting, if you know what I mean. The Kardashians are insisting they had no clue about any funny business. But honey, when there's smoke, there's usually a whole forest fire. Kanye West, Kim's ex, even jumped into the drama in 2022, throwing shade at Diddy with some now-deleted messages that had everyone's group chats blowing up. The tension was thicker than your favorite setting powder. But you know what they say in Hollywood. Today's bestie could be tomorrow's stranger, especially when the feds get involved. The way this friendship went from red carpet goals to radio silence, something's not adding up, and the internet detectives are working overtime to figure it out. One thing's for certain, this drama is far from over, honey. With new details dropping faster than a surprise album release, we're all just waiting to see what tea spills next. And trust and believe, when it does, your girl will be right here to serve it to you piping hot. Serve it to you.